Shoot, are we live? I think we just accidentally went live. I don't even know if it was an accident. Are we live? Shoot. What is up, Raider Nation? I was on Ticketmaster, trying to do my thing, and it looks like the schedule is out. What do y'all think? Have you seen it? I can't believe it. Look at this. So it looks like the schedule this year goes all the way through January 9th. Good Lord, I think the Super Bowl might be in June sometime. What do you think, Mother Moon? You think the Super Bowl isn't going to be in June? I kid. What's up, Thor? Thor, you say you down for New York, Dallas, Thanksgiving, Vegas, the Bears. The Bears. All right.
It's going to go all the way through.
What's going to go all the way through? What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, we think we're echoing a little bit here. Let's get it together. A little too late, Nico.
All right. A schedule release party has started on accident. So I don't know. We ready, Mother Moon?
We're getting there. What's
wrong? You're hearing me twice. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you go get me my headphones, please? Sure, I'll take those. All right. What's up, my peeps? So we were going to start the show in some kind of crazy way with a party and some music, and then the schedule hit, and you know what? We said F it. Let's just start this thing. So it looks like we have one preseason game, I think that is, against Seattle in Las Vegas. And Mother Moon, do you want to go to a preseason game?
No.
No, I don't either. I have no interest in going to it.
No, so that's out there.
No, I have no interest in going, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean, you know what, for me to go to Vegas for a preseason game, it's not really fitting into my schedule. So we are going to do this. I think we're going to probably auction off those tickets as an entry or something like that. We haven't quite figured it out, but basically you enter, or we're going to do it for face value, right? We're not trying to make any money off that one. So this will give you fans who maybe saw the prices today that are obscene, ludicrous fees, all the stuff. If you want to go to a game and you want to go to the stadium and you actually want to see the Raiders play live in Las Vegas in Allegiant Stadium, but those ticket prices may be hurting, hit us up because we will be doing something to get those tickets to fans for a reasonable price. What are we doing? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Moon, go plug into the box. You're probably on a delay if you're watching on YouTube. All right. Okay. What's up, Raider Mo? What's up, Mighty Thor? Vega in the house. So, all right, what else is there? Okay, so preseason, we got the home opener Monday Night Football, September 13th. And we are going to have some special guests later. We've got Droopy and Darlene from the Homies. They're going to talk about their homie hangover party, their kickoff party at Tommy Rockers, give us all the details about that weekend. And we are also going to have Lorenzo on the line. He's going to talk about his summer kickoff as well. September 26th, Las Vegas Raiders, Miami Dolphins. That's early in the season. Let's see. Las Vegas Raiders, Chicago Bears, October 10th. That's a big one. I already got people hitting me up for that Bears game. So if you're interested in that, let me know. The Eagles, Nevada Nick. We're going to have Nevada Nick on a little later. He's going to give us his predictions on what he thinks the Raiders schedule will be and what he thinks the matchup will be, and maybe give us a little insight even on where he's placing his bet and where he's making his money. I know where I'm making my money. It's on Ticketmaster, but that's a whole nother story. So that's October 24th. Probably be out there at that game. Kansas City, November 14th. That's going to be a big one. That's going to go for top dollar, I'm sure. And, if you want to go to that one, hit me up. Otherwise, I have a feeling that place is going to be full with those Ronald McDonald looking colors, and I suppose nobody wants that. November 21st, Cincinnati Bengals. December 5th, Washington football team. December 26th, that's an interesting one, right? That's right around Christmas time.
Right.
So that's against the Denver Broncos. And then games all the way through January 9th. That's the Chargers. That's quite late into the year. When's the Super Bowl this year? June? Was it June?
Super Bowl is in June.
It might be. The games are that late. No, I'm kidding. I think it's February 13th. I think
usually February, so yeah.
I think it's February. So talk to me, people. Which games are you planning on going to? We got Dark Raider in here. Power Raider, what's up? Any plans? What do you guys? You already booked your flights and your tickets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's already out. So let's talk about the away games a little bit. Let's see. Week 2 at Pittsburgh, week 4 in LA against the Chargers, Monday Night Football. Week 6 at Denver. They got a bye week 8. Week 9 in New York. And then week 12, Dallas, Thanksgiving. Week 14 at Kansas City. Week 15, Cleveland. And finishing up the year in Indy, week 17. Week 17, that sounds weird. There's extra weeks going on here. So, all right. Well, we continue to talk about this a little bit. I am going to bring in my very first special guest here.
Who could that be?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. What's up, Nevada Nick?
What's going on, Angela?
I know your theme song is "Must Be the Money," but today I'm the one making the money.
Man, I'll tell you, it sounds like you are. Wow.
Yeah, I woke up like it was Christmas morning.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering, like, so obviously in Philly, they got a bunch of different, organizations that plan trips. And obviously the one everybody wants to go to is Vegas. And I'm just wondering how they're going to secure tickets because, obviously it's pretty expensive. And a lot of people, like all of them are booked. Like you've already had to make a deposit. They've been booked for a year. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to get seats when I saw how expensive they're going for.
Yeah, and I am not mad at that. I will say it live for the first time on this show. The moment everyone has been waiting for. I have finally embraced the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well,
if you know what I mean, Nevada Nick, if you know what I mean.
Like I will guarantee you, Philadelphia, I'm going to say 15,000 Eagles fans will be there. It's going to maybe more. It's going to be a lot. We travel well. And like, I know when we played Miami, we took over Miami and it's going to be a lot of people in Vegas. I'm sure of it.
They are destination city for sure. It's going to be a party, a literal party in the opposite black hole, the whack hole, I think we're calling it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not mad at it. I'll be the first one in the club. Like, ew.
Yeah, how much are those seats going for? That's what I want to know. Wow.
Those seats are going for you better look super cute in a tiny dress at the Wynn with your hot girlfriends and the hot stilettos. That's what those are going for.
Or you're not allowed in.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that's how you're gonna find your ticket.
No.
I'm not talking about dress code. I'm talking about that's how you're gonna find your ticket. No, but I think honestly though, I think they're just like Win comps, high roller type thing.
It must be.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So y'all start putting money into their slots, and then you become a high roller. And then you be.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Leave it.
So I'll leave it alone. So Nevada Nick, you're going to be in Philly, right? You were waiting for the schedule to drop. It dropped today.
Right.
Is it official? Am I looking at this correctly? Week 7?
I think they said October 24th. The schedule comes out here in like 5 minutes, and they'll confirm everything. I think the only two thing they confirmed with the Raiders was that Thanksgiving game at the Cowboys, and obviously you're going to have the Ravens on Monday Night Football.
Well, I for sure got confirmation on all the home games because the tickets just dropped.
Okay, did they?
Yep.
Okay, and so the Eagles are the 24th. Is that correct?
Hold on. I've got too many tabs here. The Eagles are the October 24th. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
October 24th. So, and that's a Sunday. That's a Sunday 1 p.m. game. It looks like the Raiders have 3 primetime games, Monday Night Football. or three primetime home games, I believe. Wow. Am I looking at that correctly? No, wait, Monday night, Ravens, Sunday night, Chiefs. So 2, and then I think they have one in, at least one in LA against the Chargers. So let's pick it apart. You ready to pick it apart? Is it too early to start picking it apart? Should we go game by game, or should we wait till the schedule comes out before we start saying if the Raiders are going to win or lose?
Well, the home games. Yeah, I mean, obviously we can start with the first game, and hopefully in the next couple of minutes the rest of the schedule drops. But I mean, obviously, I know the atmosphere you would think is going to be pretty hyped, for the first home game, Monday Night Football, opening of the stadium. But man, that's a tough Ravens team you got to play. So now look, they played last year against the Saints, no fans obviously, but they came out and played a good game against New Orleans, a really good football team, and found a way to win. So it's going to be interesting, but that's a tough way to start.
Let me ask you this. So you said no fans, obviously. So I don't even think that's going to make a difference. I personally think, and I could be wrong, I think that the home field advantage has been left in Oakland. I don't think there's going to be a home field advantage anymore. So most of the people, especially the people in the club, they're not even going to be watching the game. I feel like standing room only by the torch, they won't be watching the game. There's going to be very few people actually watching the game, and that's end zone to end zone. So if we're looking at the fans in the stands being an advantage or not, I really don't think that's going to play a role for the Raiders. I don't think they have home field advantage. Maybe away, maybe more so away.
Yeah. But, well, it's definitely not what it was in Oakland. That's 100%. But they're definitely going to have a little bit of that Chargers. Like the Chargers, where they're at home, and sometimes it's almost like a road game because these bigger teams like the Ravens, the Eagles, I think the Redskins, they play at home maybe. All those teams travel well, and you're going to have 15, 20,000 fans of the other team in your stadium. That wouldn't have happened in Oakland. It just wouldn't have happened. And
would not have happened. Can I just clarify something really quickly? I would just like everyone to know out there that yes, I am selling my tickets to the highest bidder. I did put the tickets out today to Raiders fans, and I'm gonna spare them the fees. But I just want to put this disclaimer out there. It's not my responsibility to fill that stadium with Raiders fans. So my tickets will be going to the highest bidder. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Right. The Raiders sold out to make money, not hating, just a fact. And guess what? I'm going to make my money too. So I'm just going to say it right there. So people don't come at me. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Especially too, you work hard for your money. Like, why do you owe them any loyalty? Not to be, but why?
No, you're right.
Why would you? If you got somebody that's going to pay you significantly more, why are you going to, for that team, say, oh, I only want to sell it to a Raiders fan? Why? For what? Like, not to be, but, they left Oakland, like, for the reasoning, whatever. I mean, it was about money and other things. And, so why shouldn't you be about money too? There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I lead by example, as they say, right? And I'm just following their lead.
Without charging the fees.
Hey, and I offered it to Raiders fans first. Fans first, minus fees. I did get a couple bites on that, so I'm going to be making some phone calls. If you message me today, I will get back to you. I know there's a ton of people that are interested in those, so I did not see it or forget about you. It's just been, trust me, it's been a busy day with text messages, so I will let everyone know.
Those fees are outrageous themselves.
Oh, yeah, the fees are outrageous.
$400 I saw. I mean, that's insane. That's insane.
Well, that's the $400 on 2 tickets at the total ticket price. So it's what, 20%? I think fees come out to like 20%.
Yeah. And one thing too, you were talking about the stadium. I think you're obviously going to deal with 2 things: the difference in the cities, obviously, but also too, I said it would happen in Philly when we went from the Vet to the Link. It was much more corporate. There's a lot more of the boxes and premium seating, and you get the people that just don't care as much as that die-hard regular fan, super, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You're going to, so that's one of the things that get taken out. And you see it at the Link, and I think the teams want that more. I think the Raiders wanted that more. I think the Eagles wanted that more because, the Eagles were known as the team with the court in the basement and all the crazy fans. And, it looked just like with the Facebook post you put up, it really looks like the Raiders are trying to push that way too. You don't see that black hole look. You see people drinking wine and I mean, that's
The thing that got me about that marketing promotion in particular, there's always a lot of thought put out. Everything you see in that photo, they wanted you to see, and they were specifically at a Raiders event. They weren't at a concert or anything. That was a football field. And to have that graphic, that image, the rendering, I think it was more like a rendering, and not one person had on any Raiders gear. I mean, someone could have had something subtle. It didn't have to be this costume type of thing. It could have been subtle. There was not one Raider artifact on any of those people, and that's very thought out, and that's very intentional, and that is the message I think they're trying to send to people.
No, I agree. I agree 100% as well.
Yeah.
So
now I do have the full schedule now, so I do see it.
Oh, you see it? All right.
Yeah. So, and the one you had, it does line up with that you texted me a while ago. It seems to line up with that pretty much.
Perfect. All right. So I will let you carry on with your predictions. So far,
okay.
you've said you think that the first home opener is going to be a tough one. I don't think you came to a win or loss on that one, but what you thinking?
Honestly, I think they'll lose that game. It's look, things happen between now and then, injuries and whatnot, but Lamar Jackson is a tough person to defend, and now he's added Sammy Watkins, receiver against the Chiefs, who has a lot of familiarity with the Raiders, obviously playing them twice a year. They added a first-round draft pick in a receiver, and there is talk that they also may be in the running for Julio Jones. So if they can get a piece like that as well to help Lamar Jackson, because his issue has been throwing the ball, and I think they're working on that. But they're a really good running team and hard to defend. I mean, I'm going to go with the Ravens, obviously, in that game.
So in terms of home field advantage or the lack thereof, and I don't know their fans very well, I would think that their fans probably don't travel well. Would you agree with that?
I mean,
or is Vegas just going to be one of those places where every fan is, if any fan that travels is just going to be like, that's my destination spot?
That's what I'm thinking.
I agree with Mother Moon 100%. Yeah. Now, Baltimore isn't as big as Cowboys, Eagles, some of those NFC East teams, but they travel decent. But you also got to realize, too, this is a team that, they are a newer team, per se, as they, went from the Browns to Baltimore in 96. So, yeah, I don't think they travel as good as some of the other teams, obviously.
All right. So we have, who do we have? We have next here. Where's my cheat sheet?
Week 2 is going to be, and now you got to realize, too.
At Pittsburgh.
So, you open on a Monday night game. So now, and they're not helping the Raiders out very much here, and I will admit that. And I know Raiders fans have complained sometimes about scheduling, about playing the Chiefs coming off a bye, and I agree with some of that. I really do. But, I mean, so now you go with the Ravens, who are one of the teams considered, for a Super Bowl, and you go with the Steelers at Pittsburgh on a short week. That's a tough game. Do I think the Raiders can win? Yeah, I do. I don't love the Steelers' offense, but they got a top 5 defense. They went out and got a running back to try to get that running game. I don't love their offensive line, but man, I hate to say this, but I could really see the Raiders starting 0-2.
Yeah, I would say, though, at least that game's early on. We know the Raiders have a really bad record, especially Derek Carr and playing in the cold, and it could get freezing out there. So at least that's early on. I feel like that does give them a little bit of a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to take that little positive note, even though it's not a big one.
Now, week 3 is a home game against Miami. Obviously, they lost to Miami at home last year, but now you have a different element. First of all, Derek Carr is playing, not Mariota, you would hope. And it's going to be Tua, not Fitzpatrick. So, look, they could. The Dolphins should have been a playoff team last year, but if they're 0-2, I mean, the pressure of the world's going to be on the Raiders. I'm going to give them a win there and have them 0-2.
Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, I was not expecting that. I for sure thought you were going to say that the Raiders were going to lose that one as well.
Yeah, well, Floor said they could start 0-4, and I agree with him 100%. But I would, look, I think they'll find a way to beat one of those teams in the first 3 games, and I'll go with them beating the Dolphins in week 3.
Okay, then I know what's coming for week 4. Nevada Nick, you've got him losing to the Chargers.
Yeah, look, the Chargers, it's, on the road. Now, we did mention the Chargers don't have a great home field advantage, and that's going to be a road game. That'll be a home game for the Raiders. So you do need to factor that in.
And
because,
I will be at that one. So anybody who wants to hang out with me, I will be there. So
now they do have a shot at winning that game, obviously. And look, if I'm a Raiders fan and I look at the schedule, the first 4 games, if you could be 2-2, I would be happy because it's a tough schedule. Ravens, Pittsburgh, Miami, Miami was 10-6, didn't make the playoffs, but playoff caliber teams. And look, the Chargers are much better this year. They've really updated their offensive line. I think they're a much better team. They got the defensive coordinator for Rams at head coach. That was the best defense in football last year. But yeah, I'm gonna have that one as a loss and have the Raiders starting 1-3.
Okay. Well, I will say I'm kind of leaning that way too. I think I would have switched. Miami and the Chargers, but nonetheless, I think I was close on their record last year, and I was wrong game for game. So I might just go with an overall record and not try to go game for game here. So who do you have? Who do you have versus Chicago? So versus Chicago's week 5. That was the addition this year. So that was the addition to the season. That was the 17th game. For some reason, everybody thought that was going to automatically be at the end of the season, which I'm not sure why that was rumored or what have you. But here it's in week 5. It's early on. Of course, we have Khalil Mack coming back.
Right.
Even though it's been several years now, I think that's still a touchy subject in Raider Nation. Some people love him, some people don't. Some people were happy he went. All those types of things. And I think Chicago's one of those teams that travels well, also. And if not, for some reason, I feel like Chicago's one of those teams that just fans want to see as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you got going on here?
I think the Raiders will win that game. Okay. A lot of question marks at quarterback. Andy Dalton supposedly is going to be the starter. Obviously, they just draft Justin Fields. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Justin Fields starting by then. But I think the Raiders are a little bit more stable offensively. I'm going to go with the Raiders in that game.
All right, and we have a very optimistic Raider Travis at 12-5 or 11-6. Jay Jackson, what's up? I think he's going to be out there, home opener. Patrick, nice for you to join us. Yeah, Travis, that's very optimistic. We're only on week 5, so I think we've already got to have the Raiders at 3 losses. So unless they're sweeping the next 12 weeks here, I think we're going to be drastically on opposite ends of this prediction.
Yeah. So I got them starting obviously 2-3, and then next game is obviously against
Denver. This one's at
Denver. That's a tough game. Denver's defense is.
What's the date on this one? I'm missing the date on this one. What's the date on this one?
That is October 17th, the week before they play the Eagles, obviously.
Okay, got it.
So, look, Denver's vastly improved on defense. You get Von Miller back, Bradley Chubb back. They draft Patrick Surtain at corner, and you get Kyle Fuller from the Bears, who I would have really liked to see the Raiders get at corner. I know they just got Hayward, but Kyle Fuller is a better player right now. Hayward was a better player a few years ago. But, man, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with the Raiders. I don't love – unless Denver – and I like Teddy Bridgewater, and I think he'll end up winning the job. But until they fix that quarterback situation, I think the Raiders can find a way to win that game. And they're going to know they need to, because their schedule is very hard at the end of the season. So I'll have them starting 3-3 at 500.
All right. I feel like you're starting to get a little bit of the Raider optimism in you, because I was not expecting this 3-3 prediction this far in. Squid says Chiefs game not played after their bye. Damn, I don't know. The NFL knew to do that. Well, that's a good thing though, right? Because that's usually
right.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, okay. So who do we have next? Obviously, the Philly game. Nevada Nick's going to be out making his Las Vegas debut. as a EAGLES fan. Are you going to do that chant?
Oh, wait, do it for us now. Just do it.
If he does that chant, I'm sorry. I don't think you can sit next to me.
No, I would do the chant. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
No, that game, look, everybody thinks the Eagles are going to stink this year. They're not going to be a really good – they're not going to be a playoff team or anything, but they're a lot better than people think. The offensive line's much better. I think Hurts is going to bring some stability back to the quarterback position. I like the receiver they drafted. But I do think the Raiders will beat the Eagles. I think, you got a rookie, not a rookie, second-year quarterback, but on the road, I do think the Raiders find a way to win that game and start 4-3.
I hope so, because you know what? No offense, you're cool. I like you, Nevada Nick,
Mhm.
but y'all are obnoxious, and I am not trying to hear Eagles fans running their face the entire game and running around the city, running their face the entire game. I don't want to hear it. So for nothing else, I want the Eagles to lose just so their fans will shut it up.
Yeah, it won't be good. Trust me, it won't be good. If the Eagles come in and win, it will not be good in Vegas, because it's just how the fans are. They're going to probably be inebriated, loud, and in your face. It's just, I can't deny it. It's just the truth. It's facts.
We are the only ones allowed to behave that way. Oh, we can be obnoxious. You can't. Not in the home stadium. But that's another story.
Right.
So bye week. Going into the bye week. What do you think about that bye week? Because there's always controversy. Raiders Squid alluded to it. What do you think? This seems like a good time to have it. What do you think?
I think it's a good time to have it. You don't want to have the week 4 bye weeks, the early ones, because then you get into the November, December, and you're so far away from that bye week. There's just right around, obviously there's 18 weeks now this year, right? Correct? Yeah. So 18 weeks. You're at 8, so you're right near the middle. You can't complain. That's a good bye week. It gives you time to, obviously relax, get the team, get the team refocused, get some guys who are injured healed up. You can't complain about week 8 for a bye week.
Yes, all right, and that's leading into going to New York. I'd love to go to that New York game. I was actually hoping it was going to be week 2 so that I could go see my girl, Serena Williams, win the U.S. Open and stay in town and watch the Raiders play in New York. But that is quite the distance. So I don't think I will be staying in New York for 2 months. So I might have to fly back or not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But what do you think? I know you've got certain special feelings about the Giants, don't you?
I don't like the Giants, obviously. I'm an Eagles fan. So, but I do think the Giants have a much better team, and I think that's going to be a tough game. I have the Raiders losing that game.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So, Giants are good. I mean, look, you get Kenny Golladay at receiver. They drafted another receiver. I don't love their offensive line, but they got a decent defense. I like their head coach. I'm gonna go with the Giants and put the Raiders at 4-4 after 8 games.
4-4 after 8 games. Okay, so we still in the hunt.
And see, what's not good for Raiders too is not to be, but you've been notorious for good starts and struggle later on. And this year I should say, well, no, last year they had a good start and their schedule was pretty hard. And everybody was surprised. And then the second part of the season, they just, couldn't get it going. And that was when their schedule was easier. This year, the schedule is tough in the back 9 games. It really is.
All right. So week 10 at home versus Cincinnati. Woo, that one doesn't excite me at all.
No, Kansas City. It's Kansas City.
Oh, it's Kansas City? Right,
yes.
I lost my order here. Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs, and I'm not – look, and you can say, well, the Raiders beat them last year on the road, and I agree, but I think the Chiefs are even better. They went out and got one of the top left tackles in the game. They got one of the best guards in the game. The offensive line is vastly improved. The Chiefs are going to be a force to reckon with this year, and I'm going to have them beating Vegas the Raiders, in Vegas.
All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be a tough game for the Raiders. And honestly, a lot of the games, I think there will be no home field advantage either way. There'll be no home field advantage for the Raiders, but I don't think there'll be like an away advantage for the other team. This is one of those games where I think Kansas City is going to come in and be rowdy. They're going to be seen. They're going to be heard. They're definitely going to be seen with those god awful colors, and the stadium is so dark anyway. So they're going to stand out in a crowd. They're going to come in masses. I really think this is going to be a situation where the Raiders are going to miss playing at home at the Coliseum, somewhere like that. Be at home at the Coliseum, because there's been some pretty epic games against Kansas City, and I do believe that the crowd, ourselves as fans, have had an impact on certain plays in those games, and I just don't think that that's going to be the case, and it might even be the opposite way, and might be struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and I wonder too if you're going to have a little bit of that LA Dodger fans, where they come in the third inning, so you got people walking in the end of the first quarter, second quarter, the corporate types that are going to game just to, what I mean, instead that really care about what's going on with the Raiders. And I think you might see some of that as well. I really do.
Oh, well, that's an interesting point. I do agree with that. So that the Raiders might have a home field advantage the first quarter, because the fans that decide to go will be there on time for kickoff. First quarter home field advantage. All right, so that's a lot. So what do we have? 4 and 5?
4 and 5.
Oh my goodness, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. All right, what do we have next here? We
Cincinnati. So there's a W for you. Yeah, I think the Raiders are a better team than Cincinnati. I know some people obviously think they get Jamar Chase in the first round, but I still think they have problems on the line. I do like Joe Burrows, but coming off an ACL injury, I like the Raiders in that game, and then obviously they get to 500 or 5 and 5.
All right. I just want to back up really quickly and talk a little bit about the ticket prices for the Chiefs game. I am actually a little disappointed that those aren't going for more of a top dollar. They seem to be going for just about as much as the home opener. I guess it might depend on the record. It's early. If anyone is interested, though, it looks like the next game, which is the Bengals that we're on, those tickets did drop to the lowest one right now. There's one person fishing for $500, which is low, and the next one is $750. So if you want a $500 ticket for the Bengals and you want to get in that stadium, it looks like that might be your best option plus fees as of right now, and then it jumps $250. So Bengals, what do you think?
Yeah, I got them winning and going 5 and 5. I think they're the better team than the Bengals.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So if you want to see a win and pay not as much money, that might be the one. That might be the one for you.
And look, I'm not trying to hate on the Raiders. I'm not. It's just I didn't love what they did in the offseason. I thought the offensive line was one of their strong points, and they, obviously dismantle the offensive line and make it where you need to draft an offensive lineman in the first round when you needed a lot of defense. Yep.
That is TBD in terms of what the performance will be from those guys. But I agree with you. It didn't seem. I think I saw a grading scale, and it was like a D grading or something like that.
Yeah, and look, I like the kid from Alabama that they drafted, but all the other guys, Nick Martin, who they pick up from the Texans, Denzel Good, who was a swing offensive lineman for him last year, Incognito was hurt. And Andre James, who they are bringing off the practice squad to be a starting lineman, all their weak points was running the football. So I think their defense is going to be better, but I think their offense is going to regress. And that I don't, it's going to kind of, I think, balance itself out a little bit.
All right. And who's up next? Who is up
Dallas.
next here? Dallas at Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. I know there's going to be huge parties out there. Raider Nation's going to be traveling. Parties galore. So I guess if you just want to go out and party, check this game out. Thanksgiving. I actually like the Thanksgiving games. I know a lot of people were kind of complaining about it being on Thanksgiving or something. Maybe it's just because I don't like turkey because it's super dry and so is stuffing, and I'm not that excited about it. Like I'd rather go eat at like a steakhouse or maybe some Mexican food
or a hot dog at the last
so I'm not mad at it. But what do you think? Where's this game headed?
I think that's a tough one. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I just think
come on.
Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. Trust me. But they do usually play good at home on Thanksgiving. And you got to realize when you're the traveling team on a short week like that.
That's true.
Play Sunday. You practice, usually you're off Monday, sometimes even Tuesday. But you're going to practice Monday probably have to travel Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a lot to ask of a team, and I think that's going to be tough for the Raiders. So I'm gonna go with. But no, look, it's a winnable game. But look, one thing I'll say this: bet the over in that game because both of those teams' defenses have really struggled. There's going to be a lot of points scored in that game. So bet the over in that game. That's one thing I will tell you. But I do have Dallas winning.
Okay. Yes, I need to get your picks because I'm going to be going to Vegas soon. So I think there was like an A's one I needed to do too, but we'll circle back.
Right.
All right.
So now it is, Washington at home. I'm going to go with the Raiders in that game. Get them to 6-6 at 500. I do like Washington's defense, but I think they have some issues on offense. You'll be seeing Ryan Fitzpatrick again, but I think they're going to struggle on offense. I like the Raiders in that game.
All right. And next, is it a Kansas City again away already?
Yeah, and
that happened fast.
And when you look at their last 5 games, at Kansas City, at Cleveland, playoff teams, really, and 2 teams vying for a Super Bowl, at home against Denver, at Indy playoff team, and then home against Los Angeles. That is a tough stretch in their last 5. It really is. But I'm going to go with, obviously, I'm going to go with Kansas City in Kansas City.
And we're going to have the cold weather element that I spoke of earlier, right? It's going to be a little freezing at that point.
Yeah, it will. And we'll see how they – I don't know how the tour – like if they play well in cold weather, I don't know how that goes. But like I said, I just think the Chiefs are a better team, and I think they're going to sweep them this year. I really do.
All right. So what do we have, 5-7?
No. Where are we at? So that would be 13, 6, and 7.
6 and 7. 6 and 7.
Correct.
All right. And then we're on to week 15 here.
At Cleveland.
At Cleveland, which this isn't that the one last year? Did they play them last year?
Yes, they did. It was an ugly game.
Wasn't that the one, the windy swirling around and everything, and the ball, you couldn't even throw it or kick it, or it was a mess, right?
You're right, exactly. Low scoring game.
Low scoring. I didn't even know
like
if
9-6 or something like that.
Super weird.
Yeah. So look at Cleveland. I think Cleveland's much improved. I'm gonna go with Cleveland and make it 6-8.
Yeah, and all the elements I just described, especially like I said again, we're getting the later part of the year when the weather always influences the Raiders, and again, they're never very good playing in weather. Derek Carr isn't either, and then now being training in Vegas in an air conditioned room basically with 0 elements to think about during practice, so they're they might have to bring in some wind simulation or some fake snow or something to try to figure it out. But all right, 6 and 8.
Correct.
Oh my goodness, it's going downhill fast. Woo!
Yeah.
So Nevada Nick, I was just wondering, so should we look ahead to 22 or
I think look, and one of the things that does hurt, you're in a good division. You're in a really good conference. There's a lot of good teams in the AFC. Every division, the East has Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. That's 3 good teams. The North has Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, 3 more good teams. The South has Tennessee, and Indianapolis. So right there's 8 good teams. And then you get in your own division where you got the Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders. You're looking at 11 teams vying for 7 spots. And I do think the Raiders are in playoff contention, but I just think if you put them in that group of 11 teams, they're probably 10 or 11. Sorry. That's just being honest and how I look at things.
No, it is what it is. I get it. All right. So we're on to Denver, week 16.
I got a win there at home, day after Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a win there.
Let's see. Interesting. I'm wondering what the tickets might be going for day after Christmas. What do we have here? Oh, here's another game, Raiders fans. If you want to go to this one, the cheapest ticket right now, $415. Then it jumps to, and this is a 300 level. If you want 100 levels, $600 for this game, probably because it's after Christmas. Yeah. Again, I'm not mad at it. Maybe this one I'll go. I'm looking for the cheapest game to go to too. Honestly,
you're going to the Bengals game. Admit
I'm
it.
going to the Bengals game. I'm like, you know what? Whichever one I can't make the most money on, that's the one I'm going to go to. So let's see. Right now we've got the Bengals. All right, that does not sound interesting, but no, it might be fun actually. By the way, opposing teams fans annoy me. Okay, so it's better that Santangela does not get around opposing teams fans, because anyone come Who Dat in my face or ELGALES in my face or King's Kingdom in my face, I just have like a knee-jerk reaction. So
yeah,
it's better if I go to a game where they're not opposing teams fans, to be honest.
I got to meet Santangela for the first time yesterday, so
yes. So we digress a little bit. So, and it's not funny, by the way. I'm not going to talk about it too long because I'm still mad as hell. But everyone knows what happened with the news with the Oakland A's. So I had some very explicit choice words that I will not say on this show or in the presence of anybody. But I did say them to Nevada Nick because he actually was the bearer of bad news. So, yes, it was funny. He said, "Nice to meet you, Santangela." And actually, you made me laugh. Like I was like boiling, blood red, tears in my eyes, pacing, shaking. So you actually did make me laugh, but I thought it was funny. I'm like, "Nice to meet you." Like, what are you talking about? Oh, Santangela.
And I felt bad being the breaking bad news to you, but I knew you'd want to know because obviously I would be upset if I were you as well.
I was off the radar. I was on cloud nine booking my Christina Aguilera concert. Like, this day's awesome. Concert announced, and then this text. And I went
feel like
from
the black cloud now. Like here comes Nevada Nick's text message. I'm sorry.
Yes, pretty much.
I looked at girl. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You are beat red. I'm like, your blood pressure was so high. She's like, don't talk to me right now.
That's better for all of us. Better for all of us. All right. Anyway, we will not discuss that this evening.
Okay.
Any further? Who are we on?
Week 17 at Indy, and I'm gonna go with Indianapolis.
All right.
So that puts them at 8-8.
No, can't.
No, excuse me. That puts them at
8-9.
So they would be 7-9. I'm sorry, 7-9.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
7-9, and then in their last week they play the Chargers at home. I have them winning that game and finishing 8-9.
8-9. Okay,
yep.
That's about where I am too. I'm not sure if I, ideally go game for game there, but I agree. I think it's going to be 8-9. I think they're going to be third place at best in the own division. Depending on how, of course, the in the hunt thing looks and the wild card looks and the whole thing that the Raiders fans have gone through over and over again with the losing record, trying to squib in at the last minute. You know what? It would be nice for the Raiders to make a playoff game, but gosh, if you can barely squib in like that, I mean, you're not going to really be able to contend for much more than maybe one win, which I guess is better than not at all.
But I think it would be good just to get into the playoffs for Gruden, for the team, for what they're trying to build, for Derek Carr, even if you go in and lose. And look, there is a road there, but I think you need some things to come together. I spoke about the offensive line. I think they're obviously going to have to play a lot better than I see them playing. And look, I'm not trying to hate. I'm not. I just speak the truth.
I get it.
Like, I see people in Raiders things are saying they brought in 4 studs on offense. Please tell me who those 4 studs are, because John Brown's not a stud. The running back from the Cardinals is a good complementary running back. And the offensive line, the offensive lineman, Nick Martin, he's okay. And look, defensively, I like the signing of the defensive end. Hayward, I think, can play a little bit still. But, if Gus Bradley can get that defense playing well and the offensive line performs better than I think, they could be a playoff team. But I'm a big guy on offense and defensive line, and I do think they did improve their defensive line. But, we'll see about all the other stuff.
All right, we'll see. So we've got a 7-9 prediction.
8-9.
8 and 9. Excuse me.
Sorry.
I was reading Thor's as I was thinking of yours. So Thor's to 7 and 9. I think he's missing.
I've seen Thor like Thor. He's put about 6 different predictions out already.
Oh no, this Thor is like this is Thor. They're like, we could go 8 and 8. We might go. I know Thor. We know how you do. Sure.
Yeah. But the thing I like about Thor though, he tells it like it is, and that's what about, and that's all I do. Like, I enjoy being on the show. I want to see the Raiders win for you guys. I take an interest in the Raiders now because I follow them more. I do want to see them win, but I tell it like I see it. Simple as that. And I'm not gonna just, everybody got on me for saying the A's would make the ALCS, and look, they look pretty good. They thought I was trying to kiss up to you, but I think the A's are a good team.
Excuse me, they look pretty good. I believe they have the best record in the league.
Well, hey, I said they were going to be in the ALCS. I wasn't just saying
I think
that.
That's better than pretty good. Oh, I kid. Yeah. So again, I digress a little bit. Can I still make that bet on the A's when I'm in Vegas in a week or whenever I'm there? I don't even know what day it is. I can. It's not too late.
No.
Okay. Sounds good. Raider Squid says Nevada Nick touched on it. The AFC is not easy one bit. If we are going to do something, we sure as hell gonna earn it.
100%. He's right. Yeah. He
is right. And we've got a few more people. Majestic Molly, what is up? Who else joined? I saw a few more people join in here. Do you see any? Raider at China. That's it. She says we're taking over AT&T Stadium. Yes, that is right. Thanksgiving Day. You going to be out there, girl? I know you were like for sure going to go, but I know Thanksgiving maybe threw some people for a loop. I was not planning. I must say, was not planning on going to that game, but I'm starting to get my arm twisted a little bit. We have some really good friends that are going to make the trip. Also, they're going to hook us up while we're in LA, so it's kind of like a win-win. And little Chucky Gruden's going to be out there. And we all know I'm a little Chucky Gruden groupie. So, all right, Nevada Nick. Well, do you have anything else to add to this?
No, one thing I will do, I have a Preakness pick for the horse race on Saturday. Okay. I like Concert Tour, who is Baffert's other horse. And that's one guy I'm not happy with, Bob Baffert, who cheated in the Kentucky Derby. If he doesn't put that cheating horse in there, I will hit a trifecta for $1,500.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I want to go. And obviously now they're going to take away the win, but it doesn't matter that I had the horse. They're not going to, because they've paid everybody out already. So it doesn't matter that I have what's the actual trifecta winner. It's not going to get paid because they paid out. Yeah, and I'm not happy about it. If I ever see Bob Baffert, you better take me away quick because the bad things are going to happen.
Oh, man.
But I am going to take his other horse. I am going to take his other horse to win the to Preakness Concert Tour on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, he owes you. You saying he owes you, right?
He does. He owes me big.
He owes you. All right, Nevada Nick. Well, you know what? I tend to agree with you. 7 and 9.
8 and 9. You keep forgetting, Angela. 8 and 9.
I keep forgetting. 8 and 9. I'm distracted by my spicy drink here. I know. I can't count anymore. I'm having a spicy pineapple seltzer. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Well, I hope they do better than you think. I think they'll do. I think you're probably par for the course, and I'm never going to bet against Nevada Nick.
I got that right.
Thank you, Angela. You have a good night, Angela, Mother Moon.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Bye. Yes, all right, you got the predictions. It sounds like Nevada Nick thinks that the Raiders aren't going to have the best of season. I tend to agree. I think the Raiders are going to finish 3rd in the conference, unfortunately, struggling to make a playoff spot. But you know what? We know where we never lose. We never lose at the tailgate. We never lose at the pre-party, and we certainly aren't going to lose in Vegas at the homie hangover party, because you know they're going to turn it up. They're going to turn it out, and the Raiders might not get the win in the W. They might not get the W in the stadium, but we are getting the W in the parking lot. Right, Mother Moon?
That's right.
You know that is right. So I have some very special guests on now that are going to be talking about the kickoff party in Vegas. Are we still calling it the homie hangover party, by the way? Did I mess that up? I should look at my notes, right? We'll let them tell you, because we have Droopy,
Who it
Big
is?
Loco, and Darlene.
What?
They're not messed up though. Can I show you guys? Are you ready? I just want to make sure. You know, I don't want to expose y'all. All right, here we go. The Raider homies. What is up, y'all?
What's
What
up?
up?
We got the homies in the house. So the
Homies
schedule
in the
is
house.
released today.
Homies in the
And my favorite schedule
Hey.
announcement of the day was your party.
Gonna go down and it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, this year we're not going to be limited. Last year we still had a crazy fucking party considering that we were limited to only 25% capacity. But come here in about 2 weeks.
I think you might have had more than 25 because I was
we
there.
did. They were all outside. I don't know what
Oh yeah, everyone was outside. My bad.
Here in 2.5 weeks on June 1st. Right now we're up to 80%. June 1st we go up to 100. 100%. So we'll be going
down.
We'll be going hella live.
We're gonna get hella high feet.
Yeah, high feet. Hey, Oaktown style, baby. Oaktown style. So let me find the flyer. Is it still called the Homie Hangover Party, or did we switch up the name?
It's still the Homie Hangover 3.
The Homie Hangover 3. Okay, cool. So last year I was like, why are they calling it the Homie Hangover Party? And when it's the first day and it kicks off the weekend, and then I woke up the next morning hungover like the homies. I go, I get it now. It all makes sense. I'm like, why? I'm not hungover at this party. Oh,
and don't let Doug be around. Doug takes pictures of people getting hungover.
Uh-oh. That sounds scary. So tell us about it. Tell us about the day, the time, the event, everything.
So we're having it on Saturday, September 11th, and it's going to be at Tommy Rockers, of course. It's going to start around, 6 p.m. ish, whenever it starts. And so the flyer that we posted today is just like a save the date, a tentative flyer. We're going to have a DJ, musical acts. We're going to have different vendors, and we're gonna have all the clubs. A lot of clubs from all the nations. They're all gonna be there to support us.
Nice.
The event is 100% free because we're not here making money.
It's for the nation.
It's for the nation, and that's how we do it. We need to unite, and we always keep it free because Raider Nation's our blue collar. But we're accepting donations, and 100% of the nations goes towards kids with cancer.
Oh, nice,
Great cause.
lovely. Great cause. And that's it. That's to help support Nikki Snow's foundation.
It's for the kids. So last year we did $2,000. I think it was just under $2,000. Close. So we wanna hopefully double that this year. As much as we can help, we will do what we can, and we know the nation always comes through.
Yes, and we'll have awesome, raffle prizes so that people will have, and 100% of kids with cancer.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, the raffle too.
Mm-hmm.
So the raffle and donations for entry.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Oh, that's great. All right. Sounds like it's gonna be a good turnout. A lot of money made there.
Let me put a disclaimer there. When we say absolutely free, there's no entry fee, but obviously you got to pay for your food and drinks when you're there.
Right.
Before I keep messages,
Yeah. No running out on your tabs, people. Shoot.
Yes, and tip our servers well.
And tip well. And be nice to them and be kind and have fun.
They really opened their arms to us last year for the whole season, even the off season. They treating us really well, and we look forward to doing a lot of big things there. Time Rockers, real cool spot. If you haven't been, please come through, show love. They welcome you with open arms.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
This is true. We felt that love.
Oh yeah,
right
so
away.
much love there. Felt right at home. Welcomed us every time. Welcome us back. Invite us back. Broadcast live.
I know.
Give us a reserved seat. Let us film and outside and special setups and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, much love for Tommy Rockers. If you're in town, swing on by.
True family.
Real good people right there. So I love to support them as they support us, and as always. There ain't no funk. Everybody comes, has a good time, and the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's supposed to be. And I think of we're still trying to figure out our schedule, but we're gonna try to go live from Tommy Rockers as well.
More than welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so still in the work of the plan of all of that, but we always like to showcase the fans and stuff. That's kind of the point of the show. Showcase the fans, keep the culture alive, all that kind of stuff. So look out for some broadcasting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So tell us about that's Saturday. The game is Monday night, obviously. So for the people who aren't attending the game but are flying into town or live in town and want to go to a watch party or something like that, what is happening on Monday? Obviously Tommy Rockers is the watch party, but what are the details behind that?
So people that don't have tickets for the game, you can come and tailgate still with everybody. So we're still trying to figure that out with the parking, with the stadium. They ain't sent us no feelers in a minute, but supposedly to be several lots with open flame tailgating. So we'll figure that out here, I imagine, real soon. And then you come tailgate, get it in. If you don't have tickets, it's a 1.7 miles up Dean Martin, straight from the stadium to Tommy Rockers, where you can watch all the games all season long. So obviously, you don't have to have a ticket to get it in. You can still come tailgate, and then it's literally right up the street.
4-minute Uber ride.
I think I might need a pedicab.
Hey,
They don't have the pedicabs out there.
There's an idea, someone.
I know someone rated out pedicab or a golf cart.
Thor.
Oh yeah,
rated out golf cart.
I think what's his name is going to do it in his van. What's his name from Stockton in the van?
Andy.
Oh no, Lorenz. Andy. Andy.
Andy gonna shuttle back and forth in his van.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Andy's van. Andy and his van were featured in one of our episodes, season 4. So check that out. He is from Oakland for sure. By the way, he drives that thing, so it has no air conditioning. So he has to drive it in the middle of the night. So he doesn't overheat probably.
To Mojave Desert,
Yeah.
And he says he goes about 45, 50 the entire way.
Yeah, super slow.
Super slow.
Downhill.
That's
downhill. Yeah. So you know what? That is some real Oaktown biz right there, coming from all the way over there to drive. I love it. I want to ride. I want to ride in it just because. I'm like, but you're going to the game. I know, but can I just get a ride?
Hey, wait till you see what he has in store for it too. He's mounted something on the top.
Oh, I can imagine. I've seen his mount. I've seen some of the stuff he's had on top of there before. I'm sure it's going to be themed per game.
Right.
In addition,
that'd be a blast.
To the homie hangover party on Saturday. The game isn't until Monday. That's just because we go so hard. Some people might need that extra day to recover for game day.
Is that the bye day?
The bye day.
Well, the bye day.
Hangover day.
Recovery mode.
You won't be in no hurry to be anywhere, but I do know that the Raider Crusaders with Lorenzo Lerma on the very next day, on Sunday, is also having like a season opener party, a kickoff party as well.
Kickoff. That's what we call it. Season kickoff.
So the season kickoff. So we have the Raider homies on Saturday. Some people might not be able to make it in until Sunday. And if you do, guess what? You still got a party to go to with the Crusaders and Lorenzo Lerma's group that always put on some off the meter shit.
And we support them 100%.
Yeah, and actually, that's what I thought you were going to say. That's the van I thought you were originally talking about, and he's actually supposed to be on here next to talk about it. So we'll see if he's able to pop. We'll see if he's able to pop on. He said he was working, so hopefully we'll have him as well.
So it's you got Saturday, Sunday, and then game day Monday. Like we gonna go hard for 3 days.
So I know, there's a tour going on. I got actually through my season tickets, I got him a huge group of tour tickets for that 16th. So I know him and all those guys are doing a tour. I think they're doing like a tailgate before and after and stuff. I'll have him. I don't know the exact details, but it sounds like it might be fun just if you're not part of that actual group with the tour, it might be fun just to hang out.
Oh man, we go support the people all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You bring the what?
The Hennessy.
The Henny. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, Darlene gonna get the Henny, and she's gonna be ghost riding the Andy's whip. I'll be right there with you, girl. I'll be right there with you. I might need like some sort of like harness to keep me on top though. That's a long fall. You know, falling off a sedan is one thing, but off the top of a bus, that could be very dangerous.
Look shout out to the homies in New York City, the Silver and Black Empire.
Yeah.
So we're playing in New York this year on November 7th against the Giants, and that whole weekend everybody's getting their days off. We're heading out for that whole weekend in New York. If y'all want to come join the homies, Silver and Black Empire out there, they put it on big, and we're gonna go large out there for that game. So if y'all want to join us, you get your tickets now.
Yeah, definitely. That's one I'm looking out for sure. I know I spoke with Carmine. They had Silver and Black Empire on the show not too long ago. I spoke with Carmine. He said hit him up on Monday. So let him have between now and Monday to work out the group tickets and the packages and the buses and all the stuff that they do. Yep. So Monday, hit him up, hit up Carmine, message him, let him know how many tickets you need and want. And hopefully that, you know, he'll be able to accommodate everyone. I don't know how the COVID stuff, you know, is right now with the out there in New York. So
that's 6 months from now. So, you know, hopefully
it's 6 months, yeah, for sure.
And it's NFL.
And so it's NFL. Okay. I think it's going to be okay. I'm just not sure if he'll know all that by by Monday.
Oh yeah.
So we will be. What dates are you like planning on going out? Do you have tentative dates?
5th through the 8th, Friday through Monday.
Oh, that's okay. That's pretty quick. What's that?
Are you going?
That was New York was my number one priority. So that is on my list. Yes.
Yeah, I got the week after, so I might stay a couple more days.
Yeah, longer. If I go, I'll probably stay a little longer for sure. So I was literally waiting for the schedule to drop before I booked flights. That one I didn't hear any leaks on, and I couldn't. I tried to book as much as I can. I should say, before the schedule dropped, but I didn't hear any leaks on New York. I just heard it right now. So once I get off of this, I am definitely going to go look into flights and stuff.
Did you at least book your flight to Vegas for the home opener?
I booked several flights. I don't know when I'm going to get to go, but I booked several options, and I can always cancel the ones I can't take. I felt like that would be cheaper than switching them.
I booked mine last night for the home opener.
Nice.
Yeah, the tickets already went up. The airline tickets already went up.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they did. Yeah, definitely. We were looking at some of the Oakland Raider people, or some of the Oakland locals that are Raiders fans. We were looking into booking Jet Suite X, and I got an email from them right before I came live. They weren't selling through the home opener. They are selling through the home opener now, and tickets were, as of an hour ago, only $99 each way. But it's a private. It's a semi-private jet. So if we fill it with all of us Raiders fans, that's like 15 of us. It's door-to-door service, literally valet park, check in, get on your jet, arrive 30 minutes before, and you're good to go.
Oakland, you go right to the hangar, no security lines, none of that shit.
Nothing. Right into the hangar. So check that out, Sarah. I know you were interested. We booked Southwest flights as backups, but if you want to look into that, $99 I think is a pretty good deal. At least that's what it was. Maybe it's gone up. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, for the Oakland to here, it's typically like $99 to like only like $119. So I mean, for a private flight, it's you can't complain. That's really winning.
Oh, for sure. Especially,
so let's do that. Let's get everybody who's interested. Get them on a chat. Get the money ready and say, "Hey, we're just buying
everyone would buy their own flight. You'd log on and stuff, but. Yeah.
Right.
Make sure
hell yeah. Sarah says, hell yeah, let's do the private jetty if it's $99. It's like the motorhome in the sky, I keep saying, The only difference is I don't think I can dance on top of the plane.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll keep you around just for a little bit longer. We're gonna add Lorenzo and then I'll click you guys off. We do have Lorenzo on the call as well.
Yeah.
What is Dougie had already plugged your 16th party. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, hi everyone. How are you?
We are good. So the homies already dropped a little bit of what you're doing, but why don't you give us some more details if you can, and let us know what we can do if we're out there in Vegas on the Sunday in between their party and the home opener.
Okay. So this is something that I kind of been working on for a few months now. Obviously, knowing that home opener weekend is coming. But I do understand that, not everyone can make it to Bakersfield for the summer kickoff every year. So this would be an opportunity to essentially create the same festival type of event for people in the Las Vegas area to come out and get that feeling. This event it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun down here in Bakersfield, and for those that are able to attend every year, I'm sure they'll tell you that. But the Raiders are new to Vegas, and the locals in Vegas may not have been able to experience this type of event when it comes to Raider fans, Raider Nation. So I want to give them that experience out there.
I love that. I think it's good for them to get the experience. I also think it's, what we always talk about is to try to spread the culture, show what we're all about a little bit too, which I think is much needed in the Las Vegas area. So that's great. But how do people kind of get involved in that, or find more, just to message you, or like how do we find you?
I mean, I'm always on Facebook. My Facebook's public, so I get a lot of friend requests all the time, literally. And pretty much, I mean, if someone's friends with Raider family that I'm friends with on there, they're good, So I'll either add them or respond. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. If you don't know me, I'm sure you know someone out there that does know me, and yeah, it's real easy.
Now, remind me what time the tour is. What time? I'm not going on it, but remind me the time the tour you're going on.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome. So I actually got to experience the tour the first time with you, and thank you again for that. That was an awesome experience. And coming back home, I was like, you know what? I want some other people to be able to experience this also. So I picked up 12 tickets and razzed them off on my personal page to friends and family that I know personally in my area. And we got a 12-passenger van, all the winners. We're loading everyone up, and we're heading down there for the tour on Saturday. So we have a noon tour, which works for us because originally we were planning on attending the event there at Tommy Rocker's. I think that was supposed to start at 3, so that kind of put us right in the perfect time slot to have the tour and then head over to Tommy Rocker's after. And I have been made aware now that the fundraiser is not necessarily taking place, but Tommy Rockers will still be rocking, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So I want to take 12 people from my area out there and let them experience that. I have yet to attend Tommy Rockers, so I'm pretty anxious and excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lorenzo, bring your club flag so you can post it up.
Yeah, bring it so we can have it.
Yeah, for sure. I've been meaning to get out there a lot sooner, but I work and I do all this other stuff on the side, so it's kind of hard for me to get out there sometimes. But I look forward to seeing everyone. Definitely.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you also.
We'll see you this coming weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend too, man. We driving out to come.
Right. That's right. I'm really anxious for that. Last year we did a lot of planning for last year's event, and then unfortunately it wasn't able to happen. Yeah. Which kind of caught me off guard because this event that I do every year here in Bakersfield, I start planning it early. Like I'm talking like late season the year before. So November, I'm already on the phone, making calls, setting appointments. And so it takes a lot of time and effort getting all this together. And then when the whole pandemic and all that hit, what was it? I think it was March, around that time, February, March. Yeah. It was just like, man, I had all this already planned. And unfortunately, we weren't able to have the event last year. Yeah. So, we kind of kept a lot of that still from last year, but we made some additions that became available this year to us. And so for me personally, I feel like this event is going to be twice as nice. It's like you're getting 2 events in one, to be honest. So.
What's Darlene? You broke up a little bit.
So we're excited for Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're excited to have you guys. And the venue that we're having it at, it's a really, really nice venue. People get married at this place. I mean, it's nice. So I feel like if it's good enough for someone to commit their whole life to someone then it's good enough for us, you know.
Then it's good enough for us to commit our whole life to the Raiders.
That's right. Yeah, and and that is true, kind of in a sense, because we got a lot of newcomers, you know, that have never been out here. A lot of new Raider fans now that, you know, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. You know, people want to come and be a Raider fan now because it's fun and exciting, and we got a brand new stadium, and you know, the players that we're drafting and everything. Then I welcome that. So every Raider fan, I don't care how long you've been a Raider fan. I don't care what city you're from. You're from a booster club. You're not from a booster club. If you're a Raider fan, you're always welcome here. So.
All right. Well, there you have it. So it sounds like a fun weekend for the home opener. Lots of events going on. Woohoo! All right. Well, I want to thank all of you for being on our show. Droopy, Dougie, Darlene, Lorenzo. Look forward to hanging out with you very, very soon. So thank you for being here. You know, we're not going out. We're not going out yet. We got a few more minutes, but before I let all of you go, we got to go out yelling Raiders. So say it with me, y'all. We go out one way and only one way. Raiders! Woo! All right. Thank you, Darlene, Dougie, Droopy, Lorenzo. We are not cutting this show off quite yet. We have a few more minutes, but I just wanted to shout out with them. So lots of great info. Homies Hangover Party, the Raiders Crusaders, the home opener, the this, the that, the party. There's a lot going on. So book your flights. We got a private jet we might be looking. We're going to New York. We're going to Dallas. We're going to LA. Shoot. I don't even know. Where else are we going?
Well, that's where we're all going.
That's where we're all going right now, for sure. All right. So, you know, the schedule was out today. So we are just kind of wrapping all of that up. Is there anything you have to say, Mother Moon? What's up, Reef? I see you in here. I
just want to say,
Archbishop,
if you can't make one event, definitely so many more that you can make. So that's really fun. That's exciting. We'll see you somewhere.
Definitely a lot of options here. All right. Well, that is a wrap on our little stadium special here. Our stadium schedule special. Really quickly, let's look at some prices for fun. Let's just look at some Ticketmaster prices. Again, the Raiders will be playing Seattle, the one preseason game. If you are interested, hit me up. We will be, giving those out for face value. So if you're interested in getting into a game and you want to pay the high prices that, some of these tickets are going for, and you just want to see the Raiders live and in person, give us a call. Let us know. They're going for, what are they going for? They're going for still, oh my goodness. I take that back. They're going for $300. I take it back. No, I'm kidding. Hit me up if you're watching the show, because you know what? We appreciate you. And there's your quote unquote homie hookup, because if you stayed with us this long and you're watching our show, you know what? Tickets are available to you, an exclusive offer there. Other than that, we do have tickets available for other games. Unfortunately, we will not be able to sell them for face value, but we will be selling them without the fees, and the fees are up to 20%. And when your tickets are $1,000, that's still $200 a ticket, so that's still saving you a lot of money. Anything else, Mother Moon?
Yep, that's another homie hookup.
Yeah.
All kinds of homie hookups in. We'll treat you right.
Yep. All right. Anything else, Mother Moon?
Nope. I think we're good.
We good. So I'm excited about the season. Looking forward to seeing everybody soon. For some reason, I feel like it's sooner than it is. This is September. Not until September. I feel like it's like next week or next month or something.
Well, a lot of things going on, but yeah, September's a homie.
All right, Mother Moon, we got to go. We got to do it again.
Let's do it.
All right. We go out one way, Raider Nation, and one way only. Raiders!
Our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. That's right. And I'm with Spicy Girl and that Mother Moon. La Familia. Mighty Thor and a Quiet Q. super hood. Omar on the grill and the B-Lot. 3 amigos, 4 brothers, Mr. Nicely Seasoned. What's the mariachis without Senor Raider? Representing just like the beginning Oakland Raider. Darlene and the Raider home.
What a big
Little
local.
Chucky Gruded, my boss.
Black Eyes.
We're tailgaters. And it began on an autumn day. Right here in the OAK. California dreaming in that golden state. Alameda County right here in the Bay. And you could find me on that east side, yo. Representing that east side, oh. But no matter what, we represent the shield. Just like Anna in the band club Emeryville. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. Yo, this is my story and I represent it with the pride and the poise commitment to that excellence. I represent with noise. This is how I do it, the silver and the black. And I come into the track and I represent it, matter of fact. And I'm cruising around with Hollywood Raider all around the town. And I just found out Raider Savage on the interstate. Raider de la Baja, yeah, orale. So get over here, cause we representing now. And that I don't win as a favorite. The gonna win as a breeze. The gonna win as a race. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation. That's right, Mr. Matter of Fact is here.
Woo! Thanks for watching Raider Nation. I will see you at the Raiders game. Much love.